Alright guys, in this video I have a 2011 Kia Forte, and customer complaint is that the check engine light's on. So I haven't scanned the vehicle or did anything like that. So we're going to go from the first step all the way to the last and see if we can't diagnose this car. So for this one we're going to be using the Hotel MaxiSys. And I'm going to turn the key on. And we're going to go diagnose. We're going to go auto detect. I'll do my updates later. And that is right. I might be wrong on the year. 2012. Now we're going to go on to diagnosis. And we're going to do an auto scan. I prefer doing an auto scan. It just gives me an idea on if there's any faults in any other systems that the customer might not be aware of. I'm going to pause you guys and let this load up. Alright, so everything is loaded up. So what we're going to do is click on report. We're going to go down. We're going to see if maybe they're stored. P0456 is very small leak detected, and it's in history. The ESC has a fault. One fault, history, battery voltage high, airbag, battery voltage high, battery voltage low, but they're all in history. So what we are going to do is we're going to press escape. We are going to go and save all this. Actually, we'll come here, report. I'm going to save the report, save all data. Oh. We'll go to save. We'll save it as a PDF. Now we'll go on to the file name, which will be 2012 Forte. And for the file information, I always just put the VIN just to give me an idea, the last 8 of the VIN just to give me an idea on what vehicle it is. And we're gonna go and press save. And now I have a saved PDF, so I can print it anytime that I need it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come and go to quick erase. We're actually going to start the car. Now there's a special test that you could do on Kia vehicles, and I am hoping the hotel is able to do it. We're going to see if it can. And now passing everything is good. We're going to go OK. We are going to go to control unit. We're going to go to engine. We're going to go special functions. And you see this one right here, evap leakage test. Well, there are special parameters that have to be met for that one, but what we're going to do, we're going to click on it just to show you guys what needs to be done. So the vehicle has to be stopped. The fuel amount has to be 15 to 85%, which we're pretty much at close to 85. No DTCs, so that's why I erased them. It has to be an idle. The engine coolant temperature sensor has to be above 80 degrees. And if the test condition does not meet the precondition, the test result cannot be trusted. Cycle the key off for a minimum of 5 minutes before retrying the evaporative leakage test. So what we're going to do is go out again. Now we have to go into live data, and we got to go get our engine coolant temperature sensor reading. And our water temperature, which is our ECT, is at 85.5, so we can actually do the test. So we're going to go back into special function. We're going to go back into evap leakage test. We're going to press OK. And now it's running the test. And as you can see now, it says that there's a fault. So we're going to go OK. We're going to go escape. We're going to go back to read codes. And it should give us a DTC now. And system small leak detected. So we have a P0456. So now we're going to have to diagnose where the P0456 is coming from. And the way that we are going to do that is by a smoke machine. Now I don't have a an expensive smoke machine from Bosch or from any company like that. I actually just have one that I purchased off of Amazon. It's by a company called Old Tool, and I haven't been able to show you guys a video because I haven't had any cars with evap issues up until now. So what we're going to do, we're going to take and I'm going to show you guys a tool. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to go check it out too. So, and it's not expensive. I think I paid about $200 for it. Now with all that being said, I'm going to bring you guys up to the engine and we're going to hook everything up and we're going to see if we can't find what's going on. Alright, so here's my little smoke machine. It's very small, very compact, very easy to use, hooks onto your battery. Comes with all the adapters that you need. I'll give you guys a view of that too. So it comes with pretty much everything that you need to do smoke testing onto an evap system or intake or anything like that. Like I said, the cost is very, very low for what you get, and the tool itself actually works very, very well. The only thing I would suggest is make sure that you get the proper oil, because I actually took a cutting board oil and it has a unique smell when it turns on. It's still mineral oil, but it's not the type of oil that you should be using. Just keep that in mind. So now back to the testing. I haven't taken anything apart, but we're gonna have to come over here. This is our PCSV, or purge control solenoid valve, and I gotta come all the way back here and I gotta disconnect this hose in order to hook up the smoke machine. So I'm gonna set you guys down, disconnect this hose and hook it up. So the unit actually has two settings. One is just going to push out air. Okay. Now when I turn it on, as you can tell, it does blow quite a bit of smoke. So we're going to plug this guy up to the system. Like so. Now on Kia vehicles, you can't actually close off the canister close valve because it's actually clogged, which actually sucks, but you have to actually go down and manually ground out the solenoid because it has a constant power feed and it just gets a ground from the PCM. So we have to go down and we have to actually ground out the system. But I'm gonna bring you guys along and we're gonna see what's going on underneath now. Alright, so it's very important when you're testing to see which wire is your power and which side is your ground to have your key on. And then when you have your key on, you're going to take and make sure that you disconnect the connector, because this thing has a constant power. So what ends up happening is that your 12 volt feed goes into the coil and it passes through the coil and then it comes back out and it goes back up to the computer until it's grounded. So it's basically like a sense. So if it doesn't see that 12 volts going back, well, it basically says that there's a fault onto your canister close valve. So what we're going to do, we're going to disconnect. We are going to back probe. We're going to hook up a test light and make sure that it's incandescent and not an LED, guys. And we're going to touch. We got nothing. And we're going to switch over. And we still have nothing. Let's make sure our ground is good. And there we go. So that's my 12 volt. So that means that this side over here, which is my blue, because I have a blue orange and a blue, so my blue is my ground. So what we're going to do is come here. We're going to replug it. And we're going to go on to my blue, which is this guy. And as you can see, now I'm on my blue and I got 12 volts. So what we're going to do now is come over here and grab a jumper. We're gonna ground out our jumper. Make sure I'm on the right wire. Last thing I need is to blow a PCM, so yeah, so we got nothing there, and we have 12 volts over here. So the blue is my 12 volts, and as I said, if you take it, you would test now, you would have 12 volts coming out. But if you look at the intensity, it's not as bright. Okay, so that tells me that that's my ground, so we're gonna take and plug this guy back in.
Just take pictures.
And you have to be confident in your testing, guys. Okay. So now my canister close valve is closed. So now the next step that we have to do is actually reset the O'Toole smoke machine, because there's actually a timer onto it. And after about 5-10 minutes of runtime, it turns off. Which right now it has turned off. So I gotta go and I have to go reset it. So give me 2 seconds and I'll do that, and then we'll come back. So now I brought you guys back and I'm gonna go check and see what's going on. I think we're gonna leave the system fill up and see what's going on in a couple minutes. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Probably not. But looks like if my canister is leaking, and quite a bit on top of it. So I'm going to pull down the canister and we're going to go see what's going on. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, now you guys can see the smoke. Alright, we're good. So I'm going to pull it down and we're going to see. So there you have it, guys. That's your small leak. So this thing's going to end up needing a canister, and then we're going to take and make an estimate and see if the client wants to do everything. So I will pause you guys and I will be back. So the client decided not to do anything onto the Forte, and sucks. Sometimes they'll do the job, sometimes they won't. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys next time.